All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the icon, teaching his truth, all the folk on the earth, showing sincerity, man. It's a quick lesson, just going into you women, man. Hey, you women better get right, because soon, man, the hammer is coming down, man, and Jacob Trouble is almost it's almost here. It's already an uproar around the people. So you women better get right, especially man with Trump in the office, man. Cause I don't know if you know, but I believe at the end of this year or October or something like that, he's changing EBT. Next year, he's changing Session 8, or both this year or something like that, man. It's going to be a massive cuts. It's going to be stipulations. I heard some of the stipulations was that women will have to go to work for 20 hours a week, 80 hours a month. Women will have to be tested, meaning if you smoke or you do drugs, you have to meet these requalifications or you're getting cut off immediately, man. And Trump, man, the scripture is true, man. Trump is fulfilling all these things, man. He said that he's tired of lazy people working, man. Lazy people sitting on their ass and people working hard. The other people is working hard. It's just to get what they have, man. The ones that sitting on their ass all day, man. And it's just not, of course I feel like that, but he's right. We got people that's struggling that's going to work with you and you women getting free aid, and it's just not the women. It's this program, period, man. It was set up to detize, to devaluate the man, to take the men out the house. That's why you get a lot of these public assistants, man, the governor's assistants. But let's get a couple scriptures, man. Because this Isaiah 32:9. It say, "Rise ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless women, daughters. Give ear to my speech. Many days and years ye shall be troubled, ye careless women, for the advantage shall fail, and then the gathering shall not come." And you starting to see that on a mass scale, man. On a mass scale. Because Trump not playing. He said since he been in the office, since he implemented that law, which was passed, I believe, last year, that he's trying to get rid of all these government assistance. It's just not EBT. It's not Session 8. It's low income. It's what's that? Disability. It's a lot of things, man, that he's trying to cut out. Because guess what? They're trying to put that money somewhere else. Like military. Like this wall he's trying to get. This is true. And we are living in the last days. So it's saying again, I'm going to read it again. Isaiah 32:9. "Rise up, you women that are at ease." Because for a very long time, you women was dependent on this welfare. And now it's starting to get snatched away from you, man. Especially EBT. Because last year he already put in that law that certain states is getting what? Trump boxes, man. And pretty soon it's going to come to a theater near you, man. You're not going to wake up and be able to spend and get master a link for your kids. You're going to get a Trump box, man. "Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear to my speech. Many days and years ye shall be troubled." And that's going into the time of now, man. It's about to rapidly pick up, man, because with the economy felling, with war is drumming, and they're gonna start eliminate these public assistants, government assistants. I'll say, Salakia, and if you want to keep them, you gonna have to get the chip. And if you get the chip, the FRD chip, the mark of the beast, hey, you're gonna get destroyed. Which we already know that most of you women is going to take it, man. Most of you women and men is going to take it. Because guess what? You depend on the system, man. And you're not leaning to your Yahweh B'Shem Shai. It say, "Many days and years you shall be troubled, and you careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Trouble ye women that you are ease, be troubled ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare. And that's what Trump is doing through the power of Yahweh Bashem El-Shai. He's stripping all you women bare that trust in the society, man. And pretty soon you're going to wait and have to depend on a man. You're not going to be independent. You're not going to say, I can do it all by myself, man. No more, man. Those days is ceasing. The days when you need a man is coming back. Especially, let's drop that and get this real quick, man. Because with war drumming, it's going to be a draft. And a lot of these men is going to have to go into this war. And the ones not, is going to be very few men. This Isaiah 3 and 25. Their man shall fall by the sword and the mighty in the war. Because guess what? That's what's coming. World War III is coming. A draft is about to be intimate, man. Why you think Trump is sending more troops in the Middle East? Why you think we in a trade war? Why you think that United States is in a trade war with China? And putting sanctions on Iran, meaning more tax. Putting sanctions on Russia, meaning more tax. So that their economy can fall, man. And these other nations are going to get mad. You think they're going to keep taking this bullshit with America, man? You're going to see pretty soon, man. Because when taxes go up over a period of time, the country get the falling, man. And you're going to start seeing that they're going to get mad and start doing deals without America, man. America is going to be forced into this war, which they already is pulling and want the war anyway, man. Verse 26. And her gates shall and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she bring this desolated shall sit upon the ground, man. Because guess what? They're gonna a lot of these men is gonna die in that war over there. They're not coming back home. When they send them troops over there, they're not coming back home, man. And the only man that's gonna be precious, let's get that, is a man of the Lord, man, that know what's going on. This is Isaiah 32, verse 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and a prince shall rule in judgment. And that prince, of course, it's talking about Yahweh Shai, but also it's talking about what? The elect, man. We are the princes of this world, man. Starting with Yahweh Shai. It say, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, man. And a covert mean what? A hiding place, a covering. So when the storm come, which that storm is almost here, it's finna be massless chaos. And you women that's proud, you women that you can't be told nothing, you women that want to walk up and down the street half naked, promote yourself on Instagram, man. You're gonna stop all that, man. That's gonna cease. It's gonna cease, man. Because guess what? That's all promotion of wickedness, man. A woman should not be like that, man. You should carry yourself a little bit better, but that's the generation that we live in, man. That's the generation that they promote in the society, man. Verse 2, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, a river and as rivers and water in a dry place, as the shadow of great rock in a weary land, man. And that man is talking about man of the Lord, man. Because guess what? The Lord is going to make a man more precious than gold, man. This Isaiah 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the gold wage of Ophir, man. And that's one of the top line of gold, man. And you can see all these other nations is buying gold now, man, because they winging off the dollar, man. How you say it? They devaluating the dollar, man. That's how you can tell this kingdom is falling, man. Your precious America is falling, man. And pretty soon you're not gonna be able to buy anything out here, man. Hey, it's gonna man. Time of trouble, and man, let's get back to the scripture now. This Isaiah 32, And back in verse 11, man, trouble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled. Salaki, tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled. Ye careless one, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins, man. Hey, and that's what it's gonna be. Hey, pretty soon you're gonna wear, you're gonna go back to letting a man rule over you, which what is set up from the beginning, man. Especially with Trump in the office, because guess what? Trump already announced that he's trying to tax business that's take EBT cards, man. Meaning that these companies is not going to allow that. Well, it's not what they allow, but if they do allow it, which they not, because they just not going to take the EBT card. But if they do, guess what? That's going to hurt their business even more. So they rather just not deal with it, man. It's an article, look it up, man. So these days it's coming and approaching. Hey, a man that's ruling in the house is about to come back to that state where it used to be in the ancient world, man. When you listen to him, man. This Genesis 3:16. And to the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrows in their conception, and sorrow that shall bring forth children. And thy desire shall be to thy husband, which is going to go back to that, man. You're not going to be out here with wanton eyes. Like Isaiah, the third chapter say, man. You're not going to be out here half naked. Because if you be found in that day, you either going to get raped. Hey, you don't hear about all these women that come up missing, man. And you still want to roll the dice, play with and gamble with your life. These women get snatched left and right, especially in Chicago, man. But they just don't report this in the media, man, because it'll be fear, and that's what you need to see. A lot of these women need to be put in fear. But since they run wild and judgment don't be intimate automatically, they shake their ass, they twerk, they act like they don't need a man. But guess what? That time is coming back, but back in the subscription. And that desire shall be to that husband, and he shall rule over thee, man. And that's what it's supposed to be anyway. A man is supposed to rule the household, not a woman, man. That's why you see all this confusion, man, out here. Kids growing up being homosexuals, lesbians, women, kids talking back to their mother because they don't have no discipline. Because a woman is not fit to rule, man. Back in this Isaiah 32 and 12, they shall lament for their tears, for the plenty fields, for the fruitful vine, man. Because what that fruitful vine mean going into, man, what they used to have. All these assistants, man. Which is not going to be that aid no more, man. Pretty soon it's going to be dried up, man. Because guess what? It say if they do these things in a green tree, how much more in a dry tree? When these things dried up, they're going to see the very importance of having a man. Why a man was so important, man. Why you should watch how you talk, how you should cook. Going back into those days, man. How it used to be, man. So this is just a quick lesson. Just get right. Because pretty soon, man, that time is running out that you're going to answer to a man. So with that, and not just any man, but you should want to answer to a man in the Lord, man. Because a man in the Lord is what? Is going to basically be able to protect you. He know what's going on. He know how to adapt. Because the Lord ordained him, man. The Lord basically put the spirit on him to know what's going on. And it's going to protect him, so you think he's not going to protect you? So with that, we're going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wakakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the Akim teaching that's true of the folk on the earth and true on the city, man. Until next time, Shalom.